Has this happened to you? You buy a piece of tech, you're hyped, you've watched all the reviews online, you've convinced yourself it's perfect for your workflow, and then a few months later, it's in the drawer, or worse, in the trash. Today I'm sharing with you my 6 worst tech buys of the past few years, not because I enjoy complaining, but because if you're considering buying any of these, you deserve to know what really happened. This isn't drama, this isn't range, it's just marketing versus reality. So let's inspect. I will never buy another one again. I mean, not this, but this. I got hyped because of creators like Peter McKinnon. One of his videos in particular, many years ago, was talking about the GorillaPod series. And well, I saw him using this tripod a few times with his Canon camera back then. The GorillaPod looked like the ultimate flexible tripod. Reality? Well, I've owned 3 different GorillaPods. None of them survived longer than a few months. The problem is the capsule joints, something that you can easily unplug, but if you do it often enough, they eventually start to fall apart. Once a few of them fail, the tripod loses structural integrity. And yes, you can remove broken segments, but eventually it becomes too short to use properly.
And when we add a few more real-world issues, such as sensitivity to temperature, not sand resistant, not water resistant, and tweak over heavier cameras, it's just not good enough in my opinion. And here's the part that bothered me the most. I reached out to Joby, no response. Just look around in forums and search engines, I'm not the only one. When a brand ignores repeat failure feedback, that's when it moves to my personal blacklist.
Ironically, my PhotoPro UFO tripod from 2018, still alive and kicking. Rubber, which shrank a little bit, you can see the actual materials underneath, but still fully usable 8 years later. That tells you everything. The next one is the Galaxy S25 Plus, and for the record, this is S24 Plus, but they look identical on the outside apart from the color. It's the safe upgrade trap. It's not bad, just not worth upgrading for, and I really wanted to love this phone. The battery is good, the display pretty good if you don't mind the ridiculously low PWM value, which doesn't affect me but seems to irritate the eyes of many other people who are sensitive. Performance is solid, but here's the uncomfortable truth. Samsung has been playing extremely safe in this game. When I compare the S25 Plus, even the S26 Plus, to something like the older S22, the real-world differences are minimal. Same camera philosophy, same safe design language, same battery capacity and speed of charging, the same incremental updates.
And now, when the big innovation conversation revolves around features like privacy screen tech on the S26 Ultra, you start asking, is this innovation really? Or is it marketing trying to stretch the narrative? For high-intent buyers, if you are on S22 Plus or S23 Plus, upgrading to S25 Plus or S26 Plus makes very little practical sense. Marketing says refined flagship, reality says mature, stable, but uninspiring. And in tech, stagnation is expensive.
The next contender is the GoPro Hero 4K and now the new Hero Lit series. My verdict? Avoid, especially at their original price. This one disappointed me deeply. The tiny 4K GoPro is designed to compete with the Osmo Nano and the Insta360 small cameras. Sounds great on paper. Reality? You don't get properly stabilized footage out of the camera. You have to pass it through the app.
In 2026, that's unacceptable. You also can't adjust basic recording settings that even a cheap dash camera allows. And the price? The new Lit edition costs about as much as the Osmo Nano. Marketing screams a tiny powerhouse. Reality says a tiny inconvenience. If GoPro doesn't change direction dramatically, and if DJI and Insta360 continue innovating at this pace, GoPro will have very hard time staying relevant, unless our Chinese companies get banned on the US market. And all that is coming from someone who has used and enjoyed GoPro cameras for years.
Next one is called Circul Ring, the blood pressure gimmick. Unpolished, overpromised, not ready. And you know that smart rings lately are evolving very quickly, and you've seen me testing many of them. But the Circul Ring, it felt like a prototype sold as a finished product. Main marketing hood, the blood pressure monitoring. The reality, it's more of a gimmick than reliable metric. When a wearable device handles data, trust matters. And Circul didn't build that trust for me. If you're serious about health tracking, skip this one.
Yes, battery life is decent, design looks interesting, but software feels unfinished, data reliability is questionable, comfort is not ideal, and overall polish is missing, and also the syncing of data is terribly slow.
This is the Nanlite PavoTube 2. It is expensive, also unreliable, at least to me. I use it over there in the background, at least the other unit, but I think it's not worth the money. I love the original PavoTube, saw it in action, wanted it. By the time I decided to buy, only the second generation was available.
Here's what changed with the new generation. The control knobs were replaced with button-based interface, there is annoying menu navigation, and adjustments happen slower during the shoots unless you know the menus by heart.
Obviously, I've bought it, and then the real issue, one of my 2 units failed. Not once, not twice, 3 times in 2 years. Serviced obviously 3 times. When a lighting product costs that much, reliability should be non-negotiable. In the meanwhile, my $30 no-name RGB tubes have been working for almost 9 years. 9 years. Here, the marketing says professional-grade lighting, but reality is that I got professional-grade frustration. And I very much hope that this is an isolated case, because I can see a lot of happy PavoTube Generation 2 users online. And we wrap it up with an e-bike, the PVY Libon. Great design, poor transparency, lost trust. This one hurts. This is a really beautiful, lightweight e-bike. Promised range up to 200 kilometers, strong crowdfunding campaign. They sent me a test unit. I discovered a motor issue. I told them. They asked me not to publish the video until the thing is fixed. I said, I'm happy to adjust the video, but you have to send me a properly working unit. They have sent me a new controller and a new motor. I've spent 2 days replacing parts. Same issue.
Turns out they were aware of the problem, but the campaign was already too advanced to recall. This is where brands make defining decisions. They could have acknowledged it, paused the deliveries, fixed the batch, protected their long-term reputation. Instead, silence, followed by lies, censorship in their Facebook groups, and damage control. The tragedy, the design of the Libon is genuinely good, but the trust, broken. And once trust is broken, no range number can fix it.
So if there is one pattern across all these products, it's this: marketing sells excitement, sells a feeling. Reality reveals priorities. Durability, transparency, long-term usability, service, and so on. Those really matter more than launch day hype. So here is my advice. Do not buy tech because creators are excited. Do not upgrade because marketing says refined or that you should. Do not trust revolutionary claims without real-world proof, and never ignore how a brand reacts when a problem appears, because that reaction tells you more than the spec sheet ever will. I guess this video might deserve a part 2, because trust me, the list is even longer. And now I'm curious, what is the worst tech purchase that you have ever made? And what exactly went wrong? Let's help each other make better decisions. Comment down below. And as I always say, don't buy tech you don't actually need. If this has helped you to avoid expensive mistakes, please like the video and subscribe. It supports a lot the channel as it is. Take good care, and I'm gonna see you at the next one. Bye.